to that rock that is higher than I.
Yes,
Lead me to that rock.
oh Lord,
Lead me to that rock. Why don't you lead me to that rock that is higher than I? Thou hast been a shelter for me. Why don't you lead me to that rock that is higher than I?
oh
Lead me to that rock.
yes, Lord,
Lead me to that rock. Why don't you lead me to that rock that is higher than I? Thou hast been a shelter for me.
Well, if you go down to the fold, search among the sheep, my brother.
This is my first home church. I've been to a few churches as a child, but I think probably what sets this church apart is I've probably mentioned a few times to different people in the church, but as soon as I walked in here, I felt a friendly atmosphere, no pressure. I felt I was able to bring myself about God, and it wasn't important about my background or what I knew about Christ because I started coming when I was in youth, and I wouldn't say I was rebellious, but I wasn't definitely on the godly path that I am now. So that was extremely accepted by Pastor Keith when he was in youth. So I really appreciated that.
I started attending the church here in about 1996 when I was married and moved into the city. I'd been a closet Christian before. My grandfather was a Baptist minister, and I regularly attended church, but I never talked to anybody about being a Christian, never told anybody about Jesus, and I felt great inside, but I never shared it with anyone.
I was once baptized in Thailand through the refugee camp. At that time I accept God and I became a Christian. But once I came to Canada since 1986, I was lost from God a little bit. So until late last year, I rejoined our group here, our Vietnamese group, under the Mennonite church. So eventually, the group led us to meet with the present Hill Church here.
When we moved here from BC, we were looking for a church, and we thought, well, we will start close to our home and expand out until we find one that we were looking for. And so we went on the internet and through the website, we looked at the doctrine of faith, statement of faith and that, and we were pleased with, we agreed with the items, with the doctrine of faith and that. So we thought, well, we'll give them a try and see.
We've been attending Pleasant Hill now for 2 years for the Tuesday nights. We started coming because of Tuesday night things, and we've been actually attending the services now for about a little over a year now. We're pretty close to that.
We came to Canada I basically came to Canada about 26 years ago. So we landed in Saskatoon. We flee our country from Laos. We stayed a little bit in Thailand in refugee camp, and in 1986 I came to Canada and landed in Saskatoon here.
We're all just people before we enter the building. So it's really easy to just start talking about something about shopping or just about, I was boys before I was married. But, it's just basic conversation and you get to know a person for who they are.
It's a bigger church than it looks like on the outside.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely more people.
Mm-hmm. We're quite surprised that actually, like the fall barbecue, the turnout for it, the turnout for your Tuesday night, for the Tuesday night family classes here, like
The involvement.
the involvement of the people. Like the church we come from in BC, if we'd have had a barbecue like that, there'd have been maybe a handful of people show up. And the same as a Tuesday night midweek Bible study, you get maybe 6 people to it, and that's it. So it's good to see the involvement of all the people here. And it's good to see, what we really like too is the cross section of people. You look there and you've got the older people here, you've got the younger people, you've got a lot of kids, and a good cross section of age groups and stuff like that. because I've seen a lot of churches where you go in there, everybody's got gray hair, and you know that it might be a strong church, but they're not going to be there very long.
I've been coming for a year or so, and well, there are people my age, and I've never had that ever before. So yeah.
Community comes and they see what's happening in the church, and we have an opportunity to speak with them and perhaps bring them here. Another thing that really was attractive for me was the VBS. Now, the first year, our little granddaughter was coming. I think she was only 3 years old or something. And that first year, my wife, Grandma Sheila, went around with her, and I kind of stayed by the door. I guess I thought I was a doorman or something. But the next year, I was asked to teach, and I worked with one of the groups. And from there on in, I've been what they call the theater, Chatterers Theater, and I'm Grandpa Jim. And I every year, every summer, I look forward to meeting all these young children and to be able to talk to them. And I always recall when I was a child and didn't do this. And it's encouraging to see these children learning about Jesus and being able to talk to others. And this is something that really pleases me with the church.
Well, one thing that I personally think that I didn't expect to see is how much support we got from the church here, how much open arm that they provide us. For example, that the room that we do our our congregation weekly, we are welcome to come here every weekend. I mean, on every Sunday to do this. On top of that, at one time that we were given a chance to go down to a main congregation to do a weekly Sunday worship down there. I believe it's starting from February. Yeah. That we will do our worship starting from 12:30. So that's one thing that we didn't expect to see.
I definitely say that they're going to get to know your name, and they're going to make you feel special, and that's what I really like too. I mean, it's impossible for the whole congregation to know everybody's name, but the pastors go out of their way to talk to you, and they make you feel important, and the greeters, they greet you, and the people, they want you to be involved in the church, and they want you to give your time to God. So that makes the whole experience better as you worship Christ.
And now I look and, oh man, we have so many little children being born, and we have a large children's class. And to me, we just see the blessings of God every time we come to the church, and even just when we drive by, we know there's an activity. And there's one more thing that really makes me feel proud, and that's the fact that this is a shared church.
Một, hai, ba lên đi. Khi xem sao trời, do tay Chúa sáng tạo chúng, cứu Chúa chúng tôi, quyền vinh Chúa ôi vô bờ. Hồn ngợi khen Chúa, cứu Chúa tôi Đức Chúa Trời, lớn bay dưới Ngài, quyền vinh thay Ngài. Hồn ngợi khen Chúa, cứu Chúa tôi Đức Chúa Trời, duy Ngài đại năng, cao cả huyền hoài.
Oh, I love it.
Sorry,
Thank you.
I lost my word.
That was wonderful, guys.